What is up, guys? Welcome to Roleplay Week number 29. We're joined by the Dark Lord himself. Neal, why are you dressed up?
It is a dark and stormy night where you guys are. Everyone should turn on rainymood.com.
Oh yeah, I
Or
love
some
that.
other sort of
Is that the most
raining
powerful
sound
magic you
effect.
have, wizard? Rainymood.com?
You know what? I don't need your attitude, dwarf.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You made me get up at 9 a.m. for this shit, so I'm going all the way out. I'm going all the way out.
Okay. Let's introduce the rest of the cast. We've got LivinPink, SC2, aka Abigail. Jen, how you doing this? I guess it's late for you. It's like 1 o'clock, right?
It's not late. I had to wake up for this too.
Oh well, that's
I
just
wanted
bad.
to sleep. But yeah, I'm doing good. I've been playing GTA. It's
There
nice.
you go. There you go. It's a good game. Jeff, it's early for you as well. I know you're always up to it. You're growing your hair out, just like Vincent
Yes.
Longbourn. So you're kind of in the you're starting to dress up a little bit, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I suppose it works that way.
And last but not least, we've got Breger. How many ones
What's
you
up,
gonna
guys?
roll today, Ryan?
The goal is 0 on a D20, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we all know that's not gonna happen. All right. Any housekeeping stuff, Neil, before we jump in?
No.
Abigail leveled up again.
Oh God. Okay. Where do we last leave off, Neil? We'll just jump right into it.
Last we left, the party was in the Old Lord's mansion at the top of a hill after having defeated two of these weird growing creatures that seem to get larger the closer they get to you.
And now there was a fire.
And then everything
Oh,
got
that's
set on
right.
fire. And then the DM's phone went off.
Nice.
That's some interesting
Classic.
magic there.
Super classic. All right. That's not going to happen again. Sorry. Brigger's fire arrows had been shot. The house had been set on fire. And you guys had managed to just barely escape these dark creatures. Who the fuck? I just said turn off, you motherfucker. Sorry. Who the hell is calling me this early in the morning?
Yeah, wizard problems for sure, man.
Hashtag wizard problems.
New wizard.
Hashtag new wizard.
Yeah. The two creatures who, I don't know, long fingernails, smiles that go up to their cheekbones, eyes 3 times the size, and all black. You managed to kill 2 of them, and their mangy undead dog as well. Before the house caught fire, and you tried to flee. That's where we left off.
Okay.
We didn't really try to flee. We were like discussing, no?
Okay, I was under the impression you were fleeing,
Oh.
but do whatever you
Well, the
want.
house is on fire and we're upstairs. That's as far as we got. That's right
Yeah.
where we ended. Okay. So I guess we just need to fucking get out of here. So I'm gonna, I guess I need to show the map and double check with Neil. Neil, we're like right here, right? Do I need to ping again?
Ping it again, please.
Right there.
Shit, I'm at the wrong level map. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then you said the fire was right here.
Well, and now there's also a little over here as well.
Okay.
From their shots that went that way.
And down here, there's just a window.
There's a window.
Could we make it down the stairs here, or is that on fire? I forgot what you
Stairs
said.
are not on fire yet.
Okay, well, I'll run towards the stairs and try to work my way down without
We've
catching on fire.
killed everything in the house, right?
That you've seen.
Okay. I will start heading down the stairs as well. I think that's a smart idea.
Alright, I'll do it too, but I'll mention trying to stop the fire once we're out of danger.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm following as well.
Okay. You guys head down the stairs as flames lick the walls in the hallway and reach the ceiling. Once you're downstairs, what do you do?
Is the fire spread downstairs at all?
No, the fire's still fairly contained to the upstairs area. I mean, it's only been 20 seconds or so.
You guys want to try to get on the roof and like open it up?
I have no idea how we're going to get on the roof. I'm going to run outside the front door and just get outside the house.
Okay, you step outside into underneath the overhang, rain still pours down around you, but you're still dry for now. As dry as you can be.
I guess I'd turn to the party and ask, do we want to try to save this house? If so, we gotta act quick. Or we could just let it burn. And if it has more creatures in it like that, I'd rather just let it burn.
I mean, there could be a lot of valuables in there.
If they're made of metal, they won't burn.
Yeah, we can sift through the ashes afterwards if we're caring about the valuables.
Yeah, the clothes didn't look that great. They were kind of eaten. We could let it burn.
Vincent, what do you say?
Say we're not on TL.
Yeah, we're not on
On
TL.
what?
Team
Oh,
Liquid.
TL. Oh, okay.
It has not
Okay.
been approved yet. But
Oh.
what do you say
Okay,
about the
fine.
house?
Yeah, nothing we can do. Let it burn.
Alright, so we let it burn. I guess you guys want to go back to that starting inn?
Yes, I do think making our way back to the inn would be nice. I wanna check up with the innkeeper.
Okay.
All right.
Alright, so we start walking towards the inn place that has the light in front of it, Neil, that I put
Okay.
up.
You guys walk down the hill, but the dirt has been turned to slick mud as you walk down. However, you all managed to make it down the hill. Fine. Just fine. You get back to the inn. There's a large radius of light from your continual light spell last week that's hanging out there.
Okay.
And you step into the inn, or do you wait outside? What do you do?
We step in. I want to get out of the rain.
Mm-hmm. Go inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys go inside. It is just as dark as it was here before.
Is the shopkeeper there? Innkeeper?
Last you saw, he was downstairs with the trapdoor shut.
Hmm. You guys want to go check up on him?
Yeah, I'm already walking towards the
Mhm.
little trap door to open it and go ask him what the fuck's going on in this town.
I
You get
stay
to the
above ground by the door, Neil.
Okay. You get to the trapdoor and open it, but it's dark down there. You must have turned out his candle or something.
So I'm
go
there
ahead.
too. Can I
Mhm.
see anything?
How far down in the cellar do you go?
I'll start taking it step by step, just looking around.
Okay. You get down into the cellar, and it's dark and a fairly large room, and you haven't seen down here before. You see a bunch of barrels, some tables, a dresser, but for some reason your night vision, your infravision, is not working as well as it should be, and you have trouble seeing pretty far enough into the corner to see what you want to find.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
So I relay this quietly to the party.
Okay. I didn't go down, so I turn to Vincent and say, Vincent, do you still have your torch?
I'm not down there.
I know, I'm upstairs with you as well. I didn't go down.
Yeah, I do.
Can we use it to look around down there? Brian. Breger's eyes aren't working that well for some reason.
Sure.
Okay, so he throws me the torch, I grab it, and I walk downstairs with the torch and start searching with Ryan.
I'm staying upstairs with Vincent.
You guys poke about, and you don't find the innkeeper. You see his bed, you see the book he was reading, you see, all manner of things that would make this be home to someone, but you don't see the innkeeper himself.
I read the book, the title at least.
Nice.
To serve man.
To serve man. Okay, I flipped through
The
a
man
couple
inside
pages. The man inside.
The man inside.
I blew myself. Can I read a couple pages to kind of get the gist of it?
Yeah, you start flipping through it, but it's not in a language you recognize.
Hmm.
The title is, though, surprisingly.
Huh.
So, I grab the book and bring it to Azrael and see if he recognizes it.
Do I recognize it?
Not at all.
Are there any religious markings on it at all?
Make yourself a theology check.
What is that against
Have
my
that?
wisdom?
Yeah, let me just open up your character sheet. I think you have that as non-weapon proficiency. I think so. I might be lying to you.
Religion, ancient
Religion.
history.
There we go. Close enough. Religion will do.
So I got to roll 16 or higher.
We'll add the 16 to your roll.
Oh, okay. 33.
No, you do not notice any religious
Damn it.
markings.
Okay. I relay that to Breger, and I look around the room and start feeling the walls to see if I notice any trapdoors or anything that wouldn't seem like should be on a wall.
Are there any pictures in this book?
No. Well, yeah, as you flip through it, there are a few sketches.
Okay, what are the sketches?
Large pots. Well, there's one of like large pots and some sort of vegetables being like on a plate next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. There's one of a large knife, and with some arrows with text pointing to different parts of it.
Different parts of the knife?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm getting the sense that this is not a book of how to serve man, like...
Food. It's a cookbook.
like, yeah, like food, exactly. That's what I'm kind of understanding. So I start to become a little wary of the shopkeeper. More than a little wary.
Do I notice anything along the walls, Neil, or is it just a standard room?
After inspecting the walls closely with a torch, you notice that there is some sort of substance weeping out of the walls. It could be water. It is raining outside, and these are raw walls, but there's some sort of liquid running out of them, clear.
Eat.
Trying to think. I asked Ryan for one of the sticks that he carries with him, and if he gives it to me, I take the stick and touch the water, or touch whatever the liquid is to see if it has any reaction.
Give him the stick.
I give him the stick.
Okay. You poke the walls, and the clear liquid runs onto the stick.
Nothing's happening?
No.
Hey, Ryan, you want to touch this? I would assume it's water, but we're supposed to be underground, so I'm not sure how this would seep down
Who's
here.
Ryan?
Sorry, Breger.
I touch the liquid.
It feels wet and cold.
No reaction, though?
I taste it.
It tastes like salt water.
I think it's salt water, Azrael.
I'm like, here, you can have your stick back. I gave him a stick.
I put the wet stick back in my bag.
Okay.
The walls are made of, you said, like wrought brick?
No. They're just like earthen walls. Earth and stone.
Oh. I take my my mace and kind of knock on the walls around the room to see if any of them sound hollow. And I tell Breger to go upstairs and see what the party wants to do while I check this out.
Yeah, so I walk upstairs with the cookbook and show it to Vincent and Abby and kind of explain to them my findings.
Yeah, this seems weird. Did you guys check if there was a rug or some paintings?
I wasn't specifically checking for that.
You don't
did
see anything. You don't find any hollow walls.
Mm-hmm.
Azrael.
All right. Well, I walk up and say, he must have walked out through the front door.
Was there a rug downstairs?
I did not look for any rugs.
I'm gonna go look. I go downstairs to check if there's a rug or some paintings on the walls.
Right. So you take the torch from Azrael, since it's dark,
Sure.
and you start poking around downstairs looking for rugs. There is a rug.
Well, something I could lift up to see if there's a trapdoor underneath.
Okay, so you just start moving things and poking under things. There's a rug, but it is actually underneath the bed. Like, the bed is sitting on the rug. Of that, there are no rugs.
Could I move it by myself? Like, just
Yeah.
slide it off? I'll do that.
Okay. There's nothing underneath it.
Ah! And there's
Vincent
no, like...
walks over to the door at the top and kneels and says, "Get it? My kneels." And says,
We're just not amused.
"Make sure and check for mechanized trip rocks, fake books, torches. He could have a door behind a shelf.
Yeah.
You need to say every word you know. There could be a code word that initiates a magical portal.
I'm gonna. So there's no like.
I'm just saying this over and over again.
Yeah.
into the room.
So there's nothing I can take off of walls to like reveal something.
Well,
I don't-
you start doing that, and we'll continue with the
Yeah.
rest of the party while you do
Cool.
that in the background, and I'll let you know if and when you find something. How long are you going to spend down there, as a heads up?
Just 5 minutes max.
Okay.
So
Vince
what I'm
spends 5 minutes telling her every possible thing, like just monotonously droning on and on about what she could be doing.
Okay.
while they're doing
Lisa's
that,
pacing in the middle of the room. Well, go ahead, Burger.
while they're doing that, I'm gonna go to the windows just to check and see if anything is approaching the inn.
You
Okay,
don't see
I'm just keeping watch.
Okay.
As Breger does that, I turn to him and say, "How's the house on the hill? Is it burned down, or is it in flames more so than
It's in
when we
flames.
left it?"
Yeah, basically the entire second floor is on fire.
Cloud connected.
No one's gonna get that reference except me. That's a good song.
Oh, the chat will get it.
Okay.
For show.
All right. So just second stories on fire.
Yeah, but looks like the whole second story is on fire.
Is that lighting up the rest of the town at all to see if there's anything coming out of the other buildings?
I mean, it
Or is
gives
it too
some
far up on the
illumination
hill?
to the surrounding area, but not enough to light up the town at the bottom of the hill, but also there's no windows facing the town at the bottom of the hill.
Okay. All right. So I guess as Abigail's searching downstairs, I kind of address Breger and Vincent and ask them what they wanted to do. And where's Lisa, by the way? Is she in the house with us?
She's pacing in the middle of the hallway, or in the middle of the...
She didn't come up to the house with us, right?
She was in the house with you.
Oh, that's right. She did
She
fight.
took a bunch of damage.
That's right. Okay. I forgot. So I addressed all of them and basically just asked, like, what's our next step? Where are we going after this? You're downstairs.
Oh, that's true. Never
You
mind.
have more experiments to run.
If I discover something, I'll be laughing.
So yeah, I asked the party once again.
Well, I don't know.
Me neither, to be honest. I kind of want to know what's going on, like what those creatures were. Azrael, have you ever seen anything like that before in your life?
No, I've not. Not in the deepest minds of my hometown. I've never seen anything. Especially something that evil. When I struck it, it seemed completely black inside.
Let's not be too racist about this, though. It could have just been the color of its insides.
It's true. I'm simply describing the color. By now, I would guess Abigail's come up.
Yeah. Abigail, you didn't find anything in 5 minutes.
Alright, Vincent, you were right. I
Did
give
you
up.
check if anything is water activated or perhaps fire activated?
No.
I think you need to get back down there.
No, I'm done with this.
Okay.
You can go do
There
it.
wasn't a rug underneath a bed, was there?
There was.
Ah!
I pulled it, and there was no trapdoors.
Well, of course
So
you
I'm
can't
just
pull it. It's a secret doorway. You have to do the bedpost.
I asked Breger to throw me that book that he got from downstairs.
I give Azrael the book.
I flip it over. Like, what's on the back of the book? Is it just a normal, like, hardcover back with nothing on it?
Yeah, it's just a leather binding on
It's
the
a
back.
forward about the author with a color picture.
Are the that's what I was looking for actually. Are the pages just normal paper?
As far as you can tell.
Did you taste it?
You want to try ripping one off?
I'd rip one off and I'd eat it. Sure.
So, here's what I want to do, Neil. I want to go find this guy's pantry, or wherever he keeps food or whatever you had back in the
There's
day.
a kitchen in the back of the inn.
Okay, so I'm looking through the kitchen specifically for some kind of dead people.
Okay. While he's doing that, Neil, I'm going to make a soup. I'm going to heat up some water.
Okay.
Do you guys want to go check up upstairs? He said it was like he was describing it in a negative way, so maybe there's something he doesn't want us to go check out on upstairs.
Sure, why don't you and Lisa head upstairs and see what's up there? I'm going to stay here and keep a lookout while everyone's in
Now
other
it
rooms.
is a horror movie. We're sending the women upstairs to go check out.
Exactly. That was full-on thought process right there.
Gregor, you're searching through the kitchen and you find a hunk of meat sitting on the table with a few flies buzzing around it.
Okay. Am I able to discern this as human?
Serving
Not by looking
people?
at it, it's just like a hunk of meat.
But
what
as a
tests do you
ranger,
have?
I can't tell what kind of meat it is.
Not just by staring at it like a cube of meat. No, you're not sure.
Begin the experiments.
You've never eaten human flesh, so you wouldn't know.
Well, maybe
it
I
does-
have.
Have you?
In that stew, possibly. All right. Well, is it like cured or anything, or is it just
No, it's raw.
it's raw?
There's a little bit of blood oozing out of it, or that has oozed out of it. It's kind of dried around it.
Does it have skin on it?
No.
No skin.
Yes, fancy you should ask that. There's also an ear coming out of the side of it. It appears to
An
be
ear
human.
with an earring. I'll take the earring, Neil.
Good, it's a magical earring of wishes.
Perfect. My first wish is to decide what kind of meat this is. No, I'll just I'll keep looking.
Okay. There's the leftover old stew from what he served you guys. Vincent, you said you were
No.
putting some. No.
He's actually not cooking a...
I'm just following Brager around and leaning against the wall, kind of watching him poke and prod chunks of flesh and, like, checking through the pantry. They have rice-a-roni. Something called a Twinkie.
Lisa and Abigail have gone upstairs.
Mhm.
Upstairs is a series of 6 doors. It's just a hallway with 6 doors on your right side.
I'm gonna systematically open them all. Like I'll open one, I'll go in, I'll check it out, and then I'll do the next ones.
The first one is an empty bedroom. The second through fourth are empty bedrooms, but the roof has been smashed in by a tree that's leaning against the house, and water's dripping in onto the beds.
Did the
That
tree do it on
explains it.
purpose? They need to
I can't give away that information, Vincent.
okay.
The last room is also undamaged and possibly habitable.
And there's nothing in the bedrooms like that stands out. Everything looks normal.
There was a monster in that first bedroom.
Nothing unusual.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back downstairs. Disappointed. Actually, I'm feeling safer. So I go downstairs and I tell them, everything's okay, guys. Upstairs seems like he said.
All right. Well, at this point, do you guys just want to stay here, keep watch till morning? Do you want to go investigate the town?
We could wait for morning.
What do we have any idea what time it is, Neil?
No.
It's just
You
dark
guys
outside.
can even tell when the sun went down. The rain clouds are so heavy and oppressive. They block out all sunlight and moonlight
Okay.
and starlight.
Damage-wise, I know Lisa took a lot. I took some damage. Who else took damage in that last fight?
Abigail's at 29 out of 33. Azriel is at 33 out of 44. Lisa is at 20 out of 30. Gregor and Vincent are at full.
All right. So I say, well, why don't Brager and Vincent stay up, since you guys aren't injured, and the rest of us try to sleep till morning, and then we'll go investigate the burned down house and the rest of the village, and hopefully the innkeeper will be back by then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So then we make, I guess, a bed on that same floor that we did the first night, or I guess earlier tonight, and I go to sleep.
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Lisa goes to sleep as well. Vincent and Breger, you guys are keeping watch. What is your positioning inside the house?
Do we have a map?
No, we don't have a map. The front door kind of opens into a general bar area. There's a bar on the right. The trapdoor is behind the bar. A kitchen is in the far forward right corner. There's stairs on the other side of the wall from the kitchen that lead upstairs. There's an empty hearth with no fire in it on the left side of the wall. On the left wall, there's a window on the wall across from you and close to the hearth, and one right next to the door. So the windows look forward and back, but not side to side.
So what I want to do is I want to take something heavy and put it on top of the trapdoor.
Okay. Poking around in the kitchen, which also has a second exit in the kitchen, you find a barrel filled with something you don't know. You haven't opened it. There's also a third window in the kitchen.
All right, I'm going to put the barrel on there, and then I'm going to be kind of near a window where I can see the house that we burned.
So you're in the back of the inn, looking out the window towards up the hill.
Yeah.
The house is still on fire and burning.
Okay. That's
Vincent,
kind of my perch for the night watch tonight.
where are you hanging out, Vincent?
I'm in the room where everyone's asleep, just by the door, just, sharpening my swords.
Okay.
Or my daggers, rather, not my sword.
So, a few minutes pass, minutes melt into hours, and eventually, as you grow weary of your watch, hoping the sun to come up soon and the rain to end, you hear a kind of a dull, bass-heavy noise from off in the distance.
We both hear this?
You guys make eye contact when the sound goes down.
Mm. So off in the distance, which way is it coming from? Like the house or?
You can't tell. There's just a boom that isn't thunder. You guys
Sounds
are
like
accustomed to the lightning and
like
thunder.
war drums or something?
It would have been a single war drum if that were the case.
A
Just
war drum.
One,
Okay.
one beat.
We
I
only
give-
heard one beat,
Yeah.
like one mic, 8 Mile, or
Nas.
we only have one chance on this one.
So I give Vincent the standard possible war drum look.
Okay.
I nod and go, it is possible.
You hear it again.
Is it closer this time, Neil?
Can't tell.
And then I give the war drums likely confirmed look.
See, one more. Listen. I'm gonna keep sharpening my daggers. Again?
It goes off. Yeah.
Same distance away?
You know, it's really echoey. It's very difficult to determine a distance with.
It couldn't be a clock, right? We would know it's not a clock tower.
It does not sound like a bell. It's too
Okay.
bass heavy for a bell. Could be an electronic concert just pretty far away.
Damn it. Not one of those. Not now.
We're missing out.
Actually, in my backstory, Bregor despises dubstep, so that would be pretty bad.
It's a warrior sent back in time to make sure that it never even becomes a possibility.
This is my secret backstory.
He's like, God damn it, that sounds like the beginning of a bass drop.
He's all about that naturally made music, not the electronic bullshit.
Folk music will be reigning.
Exactly.
All right.